Ladies and gentlemen, the American jury and Bulldog Nation, welcome to the Bulldog Show. I'm back. I know you had to suffer through 2 days of Spinley doing my job for me, but I'm back. Deters Law. Thank you, James, for doing it. Deters Law is our sponsor, as well as Parks Yoga. Check us out on all of our platforms. Let's get right to it. Why was I gone Thursday and Friday? Where I flew down on Thursday to attend a birthday party that I was honored to be one of the 100 to 150 guests at the home of Donald Trump Jr. in Jupiter, his and Kim Guilfoyle's home. And it was a spectacular home. It was a great party. I had a great time. I got the opportunity to talk to Kim Guilfoyle, got the opportunity to talk to Don Jr. at length, got to talk to the president very briefly. Nobody gets to talk to the president of a party very long. It's very briefly. But I got my picture taken with him again. I got to meet Dustin Johnson, the golfer, who was there with Paulina Gretzky Johnson, his wife. She's a smoke show, of course, everybody knows. But the event was just a great event, and I got to meet a lot of great people. And so that's why I was gone. And I don't announce when I go out of town, I don't announce it until I'm back for safety reasons. So there you have it. But it was just a great, great time. I'm thankful for the friendship of Donald Trump Jr. and Kim Guilfoyle. I mean, it's kind of cool that I consider them friends. Lots of text communications, and same with Eric. I mean, to get invited to their home at a birthday party was pretty awesome. In fact, it was a party Kim claimed she threw on a 2 days notice. Kim knows how to throw a party. Next up, the 4th Congressional District dinner. I spoke there on Saturday night. Everyone was present except Kelly Craft, who had Max Wise, the state senator running mate there. And I had a drop the mic speech because in that setting of 200 people, by the way, when I was 4th Congressional Republican chairman under Jim Bunning, we had 500 people there at this dinner. But there was 200 folks there. And this was, for all intents and purposes, an establishment dinner. I had plenty of support there. For example, Boone County has censored Mitch McConnell, I think twice, and tried to a third time. But I only had 3 minutes. I delivered it. The video is up. Please check it out. Please share it. I am the anti-McConnell candidate. Kentucky governor's race, just in general. I want everybody to know that I am going to be making my first television commercial this week. We're going to be going on TV. I've got a mailer ready to go. I'm self-financing, so it's going to be a great story. By the way, we are documenting by video evidence all the behind-the-scenes stuff going on in the Durrani litigation, as well as the governor's race. You talk about 2 incredible documentaries waiting to be produced, and we've got it all. Folks, I'm going to win. The reason why I'm going to win is I got a movement going. The movement is real. I'm the only candidate for Kentucky governor who has energized the supporters. I'm the only one who has energy. All these other candidates, blah, 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 blah. Not yours truly. Please check out my speech. All right, Silicon Valley Bank, the SVB Bank. I think it was the 16th largest bank in our country. Are you kidding me? And I say this because I want to put $202 billion in assets. Are you kidding me? Roco apparently had $487 million in cash there. One of their big customers. The CEO, Gregory Becker, sold 2 weeks before the bank's collapse $3.5 million of stock. Gangsters. Now, Yellen says there's not going to be a bailout of that bank, yet they're saying all deposits. Remember, the FDIC secures up to, I think, $250,000. It once was $100,000. Well, they're claiming that none of the people with deposits are going to lose their deposits. And it's not going to cost taxpayers money. Do they think we're stupid? By the way, I don't have enough information to know whether it's a good or bad plan or not. If my money was in that bank, man, I'd want the federal government to protect my deposit no matter how much it is. But my point is, for them to act like it's not going to cost taxpayers money, are you kidding me? And this happened on, I will guarantee you that they will blame Trump for this. Now, are you ready for this punchline? This is a bank that focused on, you ready for this? Diversity, globalism, all of that crap. Yes. Can't wait to find out who their loans were that put them under. To who? It'll be interesting. All right, Moose Antler Revenge. I like this guy. He apparently, with a shovel and apparently some moose antlers, killed somebody who pedophiled his daughter. If you sat on that jury, would you convict him? I wouldn't. Maryland mom bully outrage. This mom stormed into a middle school. By the way, I once represented a woman who went to a high school to confront somebody that was bullying her child. By the way, she didn't go to jail. She was convicted of some crime but never went to jail. You know who sentenced her? Melissa Powers, the now Hamilton County attorney. Melissa Powers is a wonderful judge. Anyway, I respect this woman. If somebody's bullying your child and the school's not doing anything about it, what are you supposed to do? I was blessed. None of my children were ever bullied. But if they were bullied, the bully probably would hear from me directly, not to mention his parents. The male banning on females in female sports bill. We'll see if Joe Biden actually signs it. We'll see if it passes the Senate. But we'll see. I support the bill. Jane Fonda on The View, pro-lifers should be murdered. I mean, good old Jane. She's got purple hair now. Biden's $100 million tax. He wants to tax people who are worth $100 million 25%. Now, I'm the people's champion. But you know what? I'm also fair. Somebody who either by virtue of good, genealogy inherited, or they worked their butts off, which is probably the main reason, as $100 million, to tax them just willy-nilly 25% is god-awful. Awful. Terrible. Oscars. The Oscars suck, as they always do. We'll see what the ratings are. I hope they are down. The only thing that would have made the ratings good is somebody would have slapped Jimmy Kimmel, right? And the Everything, Everywhere, All at Once won almost all the awards. Migrants crashed a bridge. Yes, they did. Down there in old El Paso, they like 10,000 of them. 10,000 of them just crashed the bridge. Come on in. Nothing's going to happen on that. Back to Trump. Trump announced in his remarks, which I videotaped and I've played them for the public. I think there are over 60,000 people have watched it. Trump has got a book coming out with all those letters, as was in the news, and it sounds like a great, great gift. NCAA tournament. My UK Wildcats get a 6 seed. Xavier gets a 3 seed. What's going to happen? What do you think, folks? Who's going to win it? I think Alabama's going to win. I don't know what you think, but daylight savings time hit us too. Don't you love it? We have sprung forward. We now have more daylight. I like it. Last but not least, did you hear this testimony, Dr. Redfield, the CDC? He basically blew the whistle that the whole COVID thing's coming from Wuhan, that it was gain-of-function testing, that was coming from the United States, NIH. I mean, this is a CDC guy. He basically buried Fauci, buried the vax mandators. This is the Bulldog. Every dog has their day. Have a great day. Coming up next, Bulldog TV Local News. Welcome to Bulldog TV Local News. We're sponsored by Deters Law, Parks Yoga, and check us out on all of our platforms. And we've got some exciting news coming. By the way, don't forget to check out Bulldog Sports. We tape a show every Sunday evening, and we comment about the week in sports, and it's really funny. Me and Nick Batista, check it out. It's up. All right, our lead story is going to be March Madness. And Kentucky's number 6 plays Providence. Number 16, NKU, draws number 1, Houston. And number 3, Xavier, is going to go up against number 14, Kennesaw State. Indiana University also made it. UC did not make it. Ohio State did not make it. Louisville did not make it. Once upon a time, all of our schools made it. Best of luck to all of our region schools. I've always support all of them except when they play each other. I'm always UK first. NKU Norse. Remember, I got Viking blood in me and I went to law school there, so maybe they'll knock off number 1 Houston. In law and crime, Maishan Stanley's been arrested in connection with a fatal shooting in Winton Hills on Friday night. Stanley shot 21-year-old Amma Stanley on Craft Street in Winton Hills. She was pronounced dead at the scene. A fight between students broke out at Riverview East Academy on Friday, and staff broke up the fight. Parents were then asked to come pick up their students, but when they arrived, they also got into a fight. 41-year-old Constance Ware was charged with disorderly conduct and criminal trespassing for the incident. In local news, NKU officials confirm human remains were found on the campus Sunday in a wooded area behind the soccer stadium. The initial investigation does not suggest any foul play, said students and staff were in no immediate danger. I once remember this law professor back in the day. I'm just joking. A high school student is in critical condition at UC Medical after suffering a cardiac event last week. Ebony Sherwood went to her trainers after a track practice and literally collapsed in their arms. Trainers did CPR, used a defibrillator to bring her back. She's currently listed in stable critical condition. What's the first thing you think? Did she get the vax? They never talk about why these people are doing this. Kentucky State news. Kentucky's bourbon industry is currently enjoying one of the most successful eras in its history. They filled over 2.5 million barrels last year with another 11 million barrels aging in warehouse. I understand there is a proposal to tax bourbon storage. I oppose that. Indiana State news. Indiana is currently sitting with 1,400 open teacher positions as they navigate a labor shortage like most other states. Wow. Ohio State news. The National Alliance on Mental Health says 1 out of every 6 kids will experience a mental health disorder this year. That is sad. Ohio Bill 38 passed school districts would allow up to 3 mental health days each school year as an excused absence. In sports, the NFL Players Association is not happy with how Mike Brown is handling workers' compensation benefits with athletes. Bengals ownership is claiming athletes under contract are not eligible to receive disability awards. We'll see what happens. And congratulations to the Princeton High School girls basketball team becoming Ohio's Division I state champs. Coming up next, Spin Spindley in his World News, where he belongs.
Hello, Bulldog Nation. Today's World News, the latest stories. Saudi oil giant Aramco has announced a profit of $161 billion, that's about 134 billion pounds, for 2020, helped by soaring energy prices and bigger volumes. It is the latest energy firm to report record profits after Russia's full-scale invasion of Ukraine. UK Prime Minister is to fly to California later to discuss details of a new defence agreement with Australia and US counterparts. The three nations see as China's threat in the Indo-Pacific region. China has condemned the agreement as exactly irresponsible. The blaze, which swept through the world's largest refugee camp last week, was planned and purposeful act of sabotage, investigations are now saying. The fire on March the 5th in Bangladesh left 15,000 refugees homeless. A large operation is underway off Italy's coast to rescue 1,300 migrants in an overcrowded boat. The country's Navy and Coast Guards say they are racing to help 3 vessels. The operation is very complex because of the number of boats and people at risk. In sports, Arsenal stay top of the EPL with a nice win yesterday at Fulham, 3-0. Manchester United tied 0-0 with Southampton as Manchester United's player Casemiro was sent off. Manchester City keep the pressure on Arsenal with a 1-0 win at Crystal Palace. Until tomorrow, have a fantastic day. Thank you for watching. Take care.